yourself with these techniques. Hi, my name is Solera. I'm a spiritual channel. I help people create abundance in all areas of their lives by channeling the spiritual guides. So today let's talk about how you can love yourself more through a simple set of techniques. I'm going to ask the spiritual guides to come and talk to you. But I do want to share a little bit of how I have practiced self-love. I find that in life often the things it's like the things that we want from other people are the things that we should give to ourselves, and the things that you tend to want to give to other people are the things that you want to receive the most. So it doesn't have to be like an object. Like, I'm not talking about like an expensive like Rolex, okay? I'm just talking about anything that you truly desire for yourself. It could be you want to go get a massage, right? But then you say you don't want to give yourself that. But maybe for Christmas, you might actually give someone like a massage certificate because that's something that you want to like gift to them, but really it's something that you want to gift to yourself. Really pay attention to how you tend to love other people and the kind of expectation that you have from like your friends or from your families, because sometimes it's almost like it's easier for us to love other people, but it's not as easy to love ourselves. It's important that you think about, okay, I really wish that they would do these things for me. So if you really wish that they would do these things for you, then it means that you need to go be doing those things for yourself. For example, my love language is gifts. I love like just little trinkets and stuff. Doesn't even have to be expensive. So like before I would like expect that, let's say from my relationship, from my partner, but now I'm like, oh, I can just go buy these things by, myself. So, and you find that the more you practice self-love in this way, it's a little bit easier. It's easier on yourself, but it's easier on other people, because then you're not like demanding them to give you something that you can't even give to yourself. Does that make sense? So you really want to start to embrace those aspects of you that, oh, I really, really wish he or she would do that for me. Then, go do that. It's like, go get a massage. Right? If you want your partner to come and clean the house, then go hire a housekeeper, right? So, but some people would kind of like have that knee-jerk reaction, will be like, well, I can't afford to hire someone. And I understand that. If you lived in like a Western country, I can understand it can be kind of expensive. But sometimes also, it's just how you're thinking about it. Like a housekeeper, let's say, costs $20 an hour. And let's say you have someone come to your house 2 hours. And let's say you don't even do like every week, you just do like every other week. So that's 4 hours, $80. Okay, that's $80 a month. I mean, think about all the other things that you spend $80 on, right? Maybe you go out drinking a lot. Maybe you buy Netflix and all these other things that come with the television. Maybe you spend a lot of money on your phone. And it's kind of weird. Sometimes like we'll spend money, like we're willing to spend money on other things, but not necessarily like on the things that we actually really want, but we want like other people to do those things for us. Does that make sense? So just watch out for that, because I mean, I only see that because I've done that so many times to myself. But now I'm much more aware of it. Like I really want something, I just go do it. Like for example, my boyfriend doesn't really like going to fancy restaurants, and we would have like arguments about that. But now I just go, like I like call girlfriend. I'm like, let's go. It's not a big deal. And once I satisfy that part of myself, I'm like good. It's not like I need to be going out every single day, right? So like, just notice what are the areas that like you really want to experience, and just like take care of yourself in that way. You don't have to always demand that from somebody else or hope and pray that they're gonna give that thing to you. Do your best, to meet your own needs, and you will find yourself much more loved by yourself. And when you love yourself in that way, and you get into the habit of always loving yourself, the world reflects that back to you. Yeah, practice that and give it a go. So anyway, let's ask the guides also for their suggestions and techniques on how you can love yourself on an even deeper level. Yes, we're here. So we'll be more than happy to assist you in understanding self-love, because often self-love is a bit convoluted. It's like, what does that even mean, self-love, right? So in terms of techniques, Solera has done a very good job explaining the things that we would have said anyway. But let's take that self-love like a notch up, okay? Not only can you do the things that please you? But the love is something that you can give to yourself on a daily basis. Okay? So you wake up, you look in the mirror, you're like, wow, I love this person that I see in front of the mirror. And it may not feel natural at the beginning, but you can look in the mirror and say, there's me again, there's me. And think about all the things that you have already accomplished in your life and all the things that you have done, a good job of. And we say, look in the mirror and be like, wow, I did that. I did really good. Right? And acknowledge yourself. Because if you don't acknowledge yourself and then you go and expect other people to acknowledge you, we say that game is very hard to play and you're going to be disappointed. Always. Right? Because no one can really acknowledge you. Like they can say, oh, you just did a good job with this, but truly that acknowledgement has to come from you. Like that deep acknowledgement needs to come from yourself. Yes, I acknowledge myself. I care about myself. And when you can truly do that on that level, like that depth, you're going to find life is going to be pretty good for you. Okay? So, but when you are not really acknowledging yourself, you're not looking in the mirror and just like smiling at yourself. Like if you look in the mirror like, oh, look at me, I look so tired, I look so old, and like my eyes are sagging. or like I got pimples or whatever. It's like you criticize yourself all the time, right? And then you get really triggered when other people criticize you. Whatever you see in someone, like a negative trait, like you see that in someone else, we say it's because it's a quality that you have that you need to let go of. But also, whatever positive qualities that you see in other people, those are the qualities that you have in yourself too. So if you admire someone's beauty, we say admire your own beauty within. Okay, you don't need to look like, models or television actors and actresses. You just need to look like yourself. You just need to look like yourself and acknowledge yourself, right? For the beauty, for the love that you have. And that is self-love, right? Understanding yourself, caring for yourself, acknowledging yourself, speaking lovingly to yourself. Those are, quote unquote, techniques for loving yourself. But it's not like, we don't want you to think of techniques like a list of homework items that we're giving you, okay? Because that's not our intention. We don't want you to be like doing homework. Think of techniques as simply methods that you can utilize, tools that you can utilize, right? Just methods that we say, give it a try, right? Give it a try, see how it works out. You're not obligated to continue if you don't want to do that. So one suggestion we had just made is, okay, look, wake up, look in the mirror and say hello to yourself. Hi, there I am. Smile, go to work, right? It's like if you don't feel comfortable saying I love you, it's fine. We say don't have to say I love you if you don't feel comfortable just yet. But you look at it in the mirror like, hi, there I am. Hello, sunshine. I'm going to work now. And then you go and do your thing, right? So you don't necessarily have to pretend too hard, but you can acknowledge the person that you see in the mirror. Like I see this person right there, and I can acknowledge that person right there. Right? Like look in the mirror, be like, hi. And that's often hard for people to do because they don't want to like acknowledge themselves. But then they want other people to acknowledge them. Right? And that's hard because then you're placing expectation on other people. What if they have a bad day also? Right? That's kind of a burden on other people when you're demanding people to love you instead of you just loving yourself, loving who you are inside. Like this is the person I am loving today. And you can really do that because loving yourself is actually loving the world. It's like when you love yourself, you love the world more, which is a bit funny thing to say. But when you can truly love yourself, that is when you can truly love everybody else and love the world deeply. But unless you fully can understand how you can love yourself, it's like you're just projecting on everybody else. Does that make sense? You're just projecting your need on that person and then demand them to change, right? To behave in a way that suits you. Well, we say it's not really their responsibility. It's not really their obligation to behave in a way that, that you demand. But it is your responsibility to perhaps think and feel and act in a way that you want to think and feel and act. Does that make sense? It is your responsibility to yourself. You're not doing that for anybody else. You're doing that for yourself. So when you can finally take responsibility for who you are, that is when you can truly love yourself, right? Because the job is inside out. The job is not like something out there. So that is how you can truly love the person that is within you. Okay? When you apply these things and really, really think a little bit deeper about this topic, you will find that, yes, it's okay that I acknowledge myself. It's okay that I say good job to myself. It is okay that I treat myself nicely. It's okay that, that I take care of myself. And when you do that, and when you really, really love yourself, acknowledge yourself in that way, then your life is going to go really well. Your life is going to turn around. Your life is going to go much smoother, right, and more gracefully. So this is what we really want you to think about and just, practice a little bit. And you get better and better over time. Okay, with that we complete our reading for today. Okay, let me drink some water. So a lot of these things that they have just mentioned are things that I also have been practicing. Like at first it feels silly just to talk to the mirror, or just silly to say good job. But now I do it. I'm like, Solera, you did so good, because I see clients all day, right? And often the guys would tell the clients, hey, pat yourself on the shoulders. And I'm like, oh, I should do that for myself. So I'm gonna pat myself on my shoulder. So I started really practicing, I did good. And it gets it's funny, but then it gets easier, to really take care of and love myself, acknowledge myself in that way. And I think that over time it really does get easier to just let you love you, instead of demanding other people to treat you in a certain, because it's there are annoying people everywhere. It's you can't control everybody, right? So anyway, I hope that was helpful for you, and I look forward to channeling for you again very soon. And if you like this video, please do subscribe and click the like button, and it's my pleasure as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye, ciao.